Hello, Marathon High School Falcons and families. It's Mr. Wilson with this week's edition of Mr. Wilson's Marathon High School Principal Update. And it is the Victoria Day long weekend. It's the opening season for camping. And I'm here at my happy place, Naze Provincial Park. Man, what an incredible long weekend weather-wise. I really hope that you got out doing the things that you enjoy doing. I know tons of our Falcons families were headed out camping, fishing, bush road exploring, all of the fun things. I know many of you stayed home and just relaxed and recharged your batteries, maybe did a little bit of video gaming, maybe checked out the new Zelda Switch game. Whatever you did over the long weekend, though, I hope that it was incredible and I hope that it was awesome. We only have 6 weeks left until the end of this school year, and really that means 5 weeks left for the end of the semester because of exam week. So time is flying. I said that last week, but it's worthy of saying again. Really important, Falcons, to reach out and take advantage of any opportunities for help if you feel that you need help. We know that this time of year can be stressful. It's a time for some anxiety. We have incredible mental health and well-being supports in the school. Start with your teachers or educational assistants. You can send an EDSB message to Crystal in the mental health office or Amanda, our child and youth worker. You can reach out to me as well. And that goes for families too. Stressful time, but we want to make sure that we are there to support where we can. With that in mind, though, really important to make sure that you come to school and do all of the things that need to get done and make each and every day count. Still time to get things done in these 5 or 6 weeks. So let's turn our attention to some incredible things that are happening this week. And I'll start by talking about the NSSAA soccer finals. They are happening later on this week in Wawa. Both of our boys and girls teams qualified in Terrace Bay at the West semifinals. So we are pumped to see our athletes off to Wawa this week. Massive thanks, as always, to our coaches and our volunteers, our community supporters who make these trips possible and these experiences possible for our Falcons. In keeping in line with some of my past videos, I also want to give a shout out to some of our upcoming graduates. And this week, I'll start by recognizing a student who has been on the court since grade 9, minus the COVID years, has been a tour de force, especially in volleyball. It brings a positive attitude, lots of energy, and her own cheering squadron to almost every practice and game. That graduate is Kiana Wells. Kiana, your impact on Falcons athletics and positive learning in our school will not soon be forgotten. I will miss having your mom, your dad, your sister, your niece, and the rest of the Wells cheering squadron in the school on sports days and practices. Kiana, you are awesome, and thanks for all that you've done during your time at Marathon High School. The second student I want to recognize is someone who always has a very bright smile despite having to be on a bus for over an hour every morning. This student is a strong academic student. She is one who uses her voice for good, has often come into my office to advocate for her friends, her peer group, and for students from her community. Secret Desmolin, you are incredible, and you're graduating very soon, and I'm going to miss you. I know that you make your family incredibly proud, and you set a high bar of expectations for your younger siblings. Going to miss having some laughs and smiles in the hallway, but I know that you're going to go off and do incredible things. So Secret Desmolin from Netmizagamig Nishnabeg, you're an awesome person. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, last week we had a feast and feedback event where some parents joined Superior Greenstone District School Board staff, and we talked about some of the things that we should recognize as important and things that we need to continue doing. And we also talked a little bit about things that we maybe need to consider doing differently. One of the topics that really came up in the conversation was our use of EDSB. We know that some families really like when teachers provide very frequent updates for marks and the completion of assignments. Well, other families responded that, that continuous access to marks and feedback is actually a stressor. So I'm curious about your voice, students, parents, families. Tell me a little bit about your experiences with EDSB and marks. Where do we draw that line for what's enough information, what's not enough information, and what is too much information? Your voice really, really matters to me as we think a little bit about next year as this year closes. So please reach out, send me a message on EDSB on Facebook, email, or a phone call. I really, really want to hear about your experiences with EDSB or anything else for that matter that I might need to consider for planning for next year. I see I'm already at the almost 6-minute mark. I could probably go on for always, as is the Mr. Wilson style. So instead, take a nice view of that sandbar. It's the mouth of the Little Pick River here at Nays Park. Wishing our Falcons an awesome short week. It's only a 4-day week because of the Victoria Day holiday. So enjoy it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Rock on, Falcons.